Good morning. I'm Kristen Lee. We are going to pre-film some videos today. I got one of my new shirts on. And I am going to do some of the stuff on Debbie C's summer bucket list. One of the things that is on the list is go to the drive-in. And my closest one, I'd have to take the freeway, and I'm a big chicken, so that's not happening. So I figured I would tell you stories about my favorite drive-ins from upstate New York, from where I'm from, and just share some of my memories with those places. We're lucky to have 3 within about under an hour drive, and we've had some really, really good times, my friends and I, my family and I. So I figured I would look up the current prices and what the movies are playing this week in each place. So I thought that would be fun. So here we go. Okay, so the first drive-in is the Malta Drive In. Out of all of them, it was my least favorite because it was so far away. And the other thing was the route that you would take to get there, even if you went the highway and then hopped on to the back roads. If there was a concert in the local concert place called SPAC, you were stuck in traffic, like bumper to bumper traffic, and 9 out of 10 you would miss the first movie, at least the first 20 to half hour of the movie. But fun fact, Malta Drive In has been in operation since 1949, and they are celebrating their 70th birthday or 70th anniversary this year. And they're open now from April through October. That's crazy. All right, and their concession stand, oh my gosh. So you can rent a boombox. I never knew that. So if you wanted to sit outside to watch the movie and you didn't bring a radio, you can rent a boombox for $5. They have funnel cake, fried Oreos, pepperoni pizza, cheese pizza, hamburger, buffalo chicken dippers. Wow. They got ice cream sandwiches. Wow. Oh my gosh, their candy's $3.50. Anyway, so there's that. And what's showing this week is on screen. Oh, and there's 2 screens. And one of the things that I do like about it is that you can move your car to the movie that you want to watch. So screen 1 is going to be playing Thor, Love and Thunder and Lightyear. And screen 2 is going to be playing Minions, The Rise of Gru, and Jurassic World Dominion. That is a good lineup. I like that lineup. But I don't know which one I would pick, whether I'd go see Lightyear or if I'd see the other one. But that's a good lineup. And prices are now, oh, you have to pay for outside food and beverage, $5 per car. And adults are $11. That's not bad. I think it was $9 when I left New York a couple years ago. And children under 12 are $6. So That is Malta. Wow, learned something new. Next up is the Jericho Drive In. And, they have a funky website. Online ordering. One of the things that I love about this drive-in is they have a really nice concession stand. So if you didn't eat dinner, you're covered. But when you're done having your dinner, they have an ice cream shop next door, and I think the ice cream shop stays open until, I want to say, the beginning of the second movie. So I want to say like 10:30, or at least it was last year. And what's playing? See, that makes more sense if you had kids. It's the same thing as Malta, but flipped. It's Lightyear and Thor: Love and Thunder. See, that makes more sense. Like, you would have the kid one in the first one so that they fall asleep and then you watch your movie. But yeah, I would go to that one. Let's see, how much is it to go now? I want to know how much tickets are. Website's not helping me out. Oh, okay. It's 11 for adults, per adult, and 6 per child. But no fee for food. You can get a season pass for Rios. How much is the season pass? It just brings you to gift cards. Why would you say that we could have a season pass if we can't have a season pass? Well, that's kind of cool if you could do it. No. Just brings you to gift cards. Weird. Oh well. So that's Jericho. The thing that used to scare me about going to Jericho is you you go off the highway and it's like this little tiny fork in the road, and it is the beginning or end of every horror movie in like the back roads farm, Texas Massacre type movies. So if you watch a horror movie and you're driving home, it's terrifying. And I always thought in September, because it's still open, that they would make bank if they had like a haunted hayride or something like that, but like have side road attractions that you had to pay to get in, like $5 or whatever, and get scared on the way in or get scared on the way out. Because the location does it anyway. And especially when you're tired and, you're I was always the passenger, so I'd be with the driver and they'd be like, did I miss my turn? I'm like, I don't know. The last time I went was last September, end of September, early October. I went with Danielle and she was kind enough to drive me there. And I think we met friends, and yeah, we met friends. And all I remember is that I wanted an ice cream. I wanted a soft served ice cream. And their baby one was ginormous. And I was freezing. Because my blood has thinned out being out in California. So once the temperature dropped, I think it was like below 50, and Danielle was super comfy. She's like, oh my God, this is the best sleeping weather. I'm like, and she's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm freezing. But what did we see? We saw Venom 2, and was it Don't Breathe or Don't Speak 2? I don't know. I couldn't follow it. I was trying to understand it. It was all right. It was like a thriller movie. But we went to go see Venom, and I loved that. So that's Jericho. And the last, and where I spent most of my summers as a kid, all the way up until being a grown-up and going with my friends and their kids, was the Hollywood Drive In. Not Hollywood in California, Hollywood in upstate New York. But it was 20 minutes or so, maybe 10, depending on when you left and how popular the movies were. And it was just, it's part of my childhood, so it's my favorite and most fond of the drive-ins there. I remember being a teenager, and my dad would get these A to B vans, and or we call them A to B cars. You know, they only had one function, to get to and from a place, and it had to be within a certain, I don't know. Anyway, we would get these vans, and my favorite van was this hippie van. It was a VW van. It was huge. It was blue. And I had a sleepover, and we piled my group of friends at the time into the car. And at the time, it was by carload. It wasn't by person that you had to pay. So, you know, you always think that you're getting away with something. So my friends and I would be like under blankets laughing at the store. I found out when I was older, my dad just paid the extra fee. But we always thought we were getting away with something. And then we would bring our snacks and everything. And the thing that I loved about this van is it was so big, we would have to be on the side. So we would be with the big trucks and everything like that. And then we would see who could last on the top, because it had those racks up top, who could last the longest, you know, watching the movies. And we always got cold, and we always got bug bites and stuff like that. But it was one of my favorite things ever. Yeah, I have so many memories from that van. Even it breaking down with one of my best friends and us freezing because it was winter. But that was I've had a lot of great memories at this drive-in. So this week, they are playing Minions, Rise of Gru, and Jurassic World Dominion, which I want to see both of those. And then I wonder if they have like a committee. Oh wow, they're charging $5 now for you to bring in food too. But it's $11 per adult and $6 per kid. Wow. deliveries are to the theater are strictly prohibited. I want to know who is getting Grubhub and having it brought to the drive-in. And they have a pretty good concession stand. However, there are certain foods that we know not to eat because it will give you a tummy ache. What's the history? It opened, it's on Route 66. It was built in 1952. I wish the poll still worked. Oh, it pretty much stayed in the family. Trying to find out when they redid it. Wow, it can hold up to 400 cars. Originally, it could only hold up to 250. Well, I remember, I want to say when I was in my 20s, they had gotten the permit to go further out and because it's surrounded by trees. So they had to clear the trees and then they had to clear back. No, it had to go that way because the projector is in a certain spot. So I don't think that they moved the projector. I don't know. But I'm glad that it survived the pandemic. And they've been around for 70 years, too. Huh. But yeah, that's my favorite. It's the Hollywood. Just because I have so many memories, and was it my first year I was out here, I came back during the summer and I got to go with, I think, a whole bunch of my friends and their littles, because I think that there was a kid movie that weekend. I want to say Trolls. I don't remember. But it was so cool to share that with my friends that I have those experiences with their kids. So that's my drive-in. I can cross it off. Do you have a favorite drive-in? And what's one of your favorite all-time movies at the drive-in? So, future editing me. I went on about a story that I'm pretty sure that I took my story, one of my best friend's story, and something that happened around the same time and blended it all into one story. And it wasn't sitting well with me. And if you don't know me in real life, it doesn't affect you at all. But if you do know me in real life, I know that you're going to call me on my crap. And I cannot, for the life of me, because they're blended so much. I went on to tell a story about the summer of the... I'm talking about horror movies and you scared me. Scared me. Anyway, I was talking about the Blair Witch Project. And that summer, we got a lot of rain and thunderstorms and tropical storms and stuff. And I can't find any news about it, but I swear to God, one of the nights a transformer blew. And we weren't allowed to go to the drive-in for a while or something like that. And my best friend's experience was she was with her friends the night that happened. My experience is I was there when there was a really bad storm, and it was me and one of my best friends and my dad, and we just wanted to go to a horror flick, and we went, and it just was torrential rain and lightning storms, so we had to leave. I don't know. And then I've talked to people through the years, and they're like, oh my god, this is what happened to me, and this, so like I said, if you don't know me in real life, this doesn't matter at all, but it was really bothering me, so I wanted to fix it before I put it onto the internet. So that's what is missing in this spot. I cut it out. Oh, and I'll be back at the end of the video. But yeah, let me know if you've been to the drive-ins and what your favorite memory is in the comments. I guess I have to start asking for likes, and if you haven't subscribed, to subscribe so that I can move up, but I kind of like just having my little group of subscribers that pretty much know me. But if you want to hit like, that'd help me out. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Before I go, it's going up on a Sunday, and I like doing these little cards, so I want to do that really quick before little bro comes back in. I hope everybody had a good week. Had a good weekend. All right. Jonathan Van Ness from Queer Eye is our person we're quoting today, and it says, "You're strong, you're a Kelly Clarkson song, you got this." So go into the week with that. Cool beans. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.